Today is February 15th, and today I massaged Max. Max, owner's concern was that his left-hand side shoulder looked higher than his right when his head was lowered. It looked really disproportional, so she thought maybe there was something going on that should be addressed. So I came in today and had a look at him. He started off quite distracted, which is common for Max. He doesn't really like to be leaving his buddies behind, but he did settle in quite well. I did a quick look over him and didn't see anything that was extremely alarming. I couldn't really see the rise in his shoulder like they described until much later into the massage when I was able to get above him and have a better look. But I couldn't feel any fluid or anything. So I thought, that is a great sign. I wasn't sure if he had inflammation, so I don't see any inflammation at all. So starting out, I started with his head and tried to get his attention. He decided that cookies were going to work for bribery, so he stood pretty good. I give him a cookie with good behavior, and we got off to a great start. He was really responsive to head and pull massage. He did pull a little bit at first, but he did relax into that and was able to kind of gain my trust, or I gained his trust, and we went on from there. His jaw was really, really, really tense today. I don't see that in him a ton, but there was a lot of tension. The right-hand side was a lot worse, and it almost seems like it was hurting him. So I took a long time to kind of get in there nice and deep and just give him lots of breaks if he needed them. And he did eventually relax a lot in his jaw. I couldn't feel anything that was kind of triggering pain after a while, and so he seemed a lot happier. So something was bugging him, but I was able to kind of work through it, and he relaxed. From there, I spent a majority of his time today on his neck and shoulders just because of the concerns. And his neck actually was extremely hard and banded, really, really bad. I don't remember him being like that before. It had absolutely no give. And today, now that I'm done, it's quite soft, and he really enjoyed it. He spent a lot of time with his head lowered and just stood very, very nicely for me once we got going. Every now and then I'd hit a banding in his neck, which wasn't great. He did respond to pain in those, but he was great. He trusted me enough to just let me do my thing. I was able to get the banding to release in the spots I found it. At the spot that was the worst, and on the right-hand side I found, was the cervical trapezius, which is just about a third of the way down his neck. Sorry, move my camera back. Right in this part of his neck, and this seems to be a key spot with him. I have a feeling it's just from collection when he's being ridden, because he is high-headed. He carries his head really pulled back when he's ridden, so that's not a surprise. But it did release great once I got the banding and the worst of it out. It feels a lot better now. It's a lot softer. So that was really good. I worked through his entire neck. I spent a lot of time just taking my time, feeling every muscle, seeing how he responded, and was able to kind of give him a lot of relief. He felt really, really good after that. So after that, I worked into his pecs, and he felt pretty good all through his pecs. His shoulders felt really nice as well. From there, I went up into his upper shoulder where this high spot is. Now, it doesn't really, I don't think it's affecting anything. It's just, I have a feeling now that he's being ridden a little bit more, they're doing a tiny bit of jumping on him again and stuff, that I think it's just muscle development, the way he's kind of growing his muscle back after being out, in the winter and not ridden as aggressively as he is starting to be now. I have a feeling it's that. But I spent a lot of time. It's basically his deep pectoral and his first thoracic vertebrae area. I spent a lot of time on this left side, and it didn't seem to be bothering him at all. I was able to get it nice and soft. His muscles were tight though. He is tight in his shoulders, but I was able to soften it a lot, and he did a lot of really nice deep breathing and blowing, and so that was really great. I don't see it being a problem now. His response was terrific. The right hand side, I had no it wasn't the same. It was a bit softer. It wasn't quite as worked as hard. So I have a feeling it's just the way he's growing his muscle back. I'm not sure if it continues to look really odd. It might be something to have looked at by chiropractic or vet, but I don't see it being a problem really. He had good release in any banding that I found in there as well. There was banding all through his neck and shoulder. His neck, his shoulders felt good. Scapula. His scapula on the right felt really, really great. On the left, it just in here, he's just a little bit tighter, which is his tighter side. Usually, when I massage him, his left disc tend to hold a little bit more tension, but he did release really, really well. He had lots of licking and blowing when he did, so I know that we hit a good spot and got the muscle to really relax. So that was terrific. I tried doing his front legs, and he's really not responsive. He's very pulley. Was kind of not nice to me about it, so I didn't get much stretching there. Just for safety's sake, I just left it. So I don't know if he's not good with his feet or if it's just me, but he wasn't very happy about helping me. So I pretty much left majority of the stretching out of his front legs. I did what I could. Back and ribs and his serratus, which is his girth line, all felt really, really great. He really enjoyed deep massage. I spent a lot of time and just really gave him a really nice relaxation massage through his back and all that. So that was nice. His hips felt really, really good. Nice and solid. I didn't see any give in his different joints. His SI joint, his which is sacroiliac, his lumbosacral joint felt good. Hip joints felt great. He enjoyed nice deep massage too. I spent quite a bit of time working on his big old hips and just gave him lots of relaxation. So that was great. He was a good boy that way. Again, back feet, I didn't even lift them. His back end feels good, so I'm just going to leave them. I don't want to cause a fight because he's very relaxed. He's standing absolutely fabulous, which usually by now he's had enough of it and he's starting to get restless. But today he just seems really, really content. So I didn't want to upset things. Tail stretch was nice. Gelding scar felt good on both sides. So his hind end is great. Shoulders are good. Neck, that's where his problem to me was today. His neck was really, really tense. And again, the weather is really icy. The ground isn't great. So maybe it's that, maybe it's just being ridden more, I'm not sure, but he is very relaxed and kind of soft and squishy at the moment. So I'm really pleased with the results we've had today. He's been a good boy. I'm going to do some carrot stretching, which will cause excitement. He is extremely food motivated. So we'll do that right away here, and then I'll put him back in his pasture and let him have a roll and a big drink of water. So shoulder, again, I don't really see anything that I would be alarmed about. Unless it's something that continues to look strange, I think he's okay. But he might be a little bit muscle sore tonight or tomorrow, I should say, just because I did go really deep in his neck. But if he acts a little bit muscle sore, around a butte wouldn't hurt anything. Just because it was long and it was pretty intense. So yeah, that might be an idea. Anyway, questions, concerns, let me know. And I'd love to know how he's feeling in the next couple of days and how he looks. So that'd be great. Thanks very much. Have a great one.